The Palms West Athletic Association monthly board meeting. Today is Wednesday, September 22nd, 2021. The meeting will be called to order at 7:06 p.m. All right, let's have everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Roll call. Mike's here. Sam is here. Nicole is here. Brandon is here. Um, so let's go to reports. Brandon, we'll start with you since I forgot you last time.
Um, no, right now it's just pretty much you sent me a lot of the documents, just making sure we're getting up to par on those. Um, Taxes and CPA review. Um, and then I know you sent the statements for the quarterlies. We just need the the QuickBooks put together.
Gotcha.
Just so that we can have a quarterly report. Um, and then other than that, like I said, that'll get us back caught up. The rosters, the ones from the spring, so I have them. But I need the address sheets.
That wasn't on there?
No, it was
Okay.
just the names. That way we can do the non-resident resident.
Gotcha.
Get that breakdown, and then only other news I got is we're working on getting that scoreboard fixed.
Okay. Well,
Don't have a timetable on it. But
it's
it's it's being worked on.
well, good thing this season they require a referee to run it and charge you for it, so it hasn't been priority.
But but yeah, I know game wise y'all winding down there. I don't know if it'll be done, prior to y'all finishing up the season, but
Okay.
it's one of those things with electrical and the components in it.
Uh huh.
That's just taking a while.
Does that thing get hit by lightning constantly? Is that what that is, or
You said get hit by lightning.
yeah?
I don't know if it's hit by lightning or if it's that brand of
It's maybe
scoreboard.
that bot. I don't know, because the last one we had a different brand. I forgot what it was, but man, they were fixing that thing once a week.
Yeah, but I've just heard just from talking that scoreboard's been
It has
giving
been
us
a
problems.
nightmare. It has been a nightmare.
Yeah, so that's where we are with that. But that's all I have going on.
Okay.
For you.
Sam.
Me minutes. I'm trying to think.
Okay. We'll move on. Nicole, you have a bank balance for us?
So I'm still developing the quarterly reports and getting our taxes squared away. So I'll have that to you before our next meeting.
Okay.
But just summarizing where our Wells Fargo account stands. Currently, we have $16,026.48 in the account. $16,026.48. Unfortunately, I'm still hunting down a few folks for registration fees, but we're really, really close to having all fees paid. In total, we had $37,310 in fees to collect. And of that amount, we've collected $34,295. So we have about $2,500 remaining to collect. Yep. $2,580 remaining to collect. The majority of which goes to uniforms.
I do have one thing to report. I just thought about it. We do have 17s going on right now. We finally have field 10 available, so now it's better for us with social distancing the team and putting the right amount of teams on each field due to field 10 opening up. So that's a good thing for us and the park. We are well, that's on the agenda, so I'll talk about that when it's time when it comes for homecoming. But as far as field, we was able to have everyone in a distant well is safe for the COVID-19 protocols. And as far as the protocols, what we doing, Brandon, to make sure you know that before each game of practice, everyone's getting their temperature check, and coaches are required to wear masks. So we are following the protocols.
And yeah, there's been additional like FYFL things that we've adopted as well. So we don't shake hands anymore. It's one player, one coach for kickoff,
Kickoff.
like the coin toss and all that stuff. So they've been implementing some other stuff just to kind of
Keep it as
be a little more stringent, keep everybody safe, so we don't have to like cancel games or reschedule games and stuff like that. So
okay.
so far, it looks like it's working. So
Yeah, so far we've been pretty good with it and making sure everyone be aware, anyone that if they do have a negative test, we do give it out and make sure everything is going straight as far as that goes.
so Nicole, you're good with reports.
Yes, that's all I
Sam,
have
you're
report this time.
Yeah, I'm good with my report.
All right, so then we'll move on. If there's no more to report, we'll move on to new business. So the first one we'll cover is membership. So, Brandon, I see you notice we have a secretary now. So via our bylaws, we filled the
Sorry.
vacant position by
Okay.
majority vote. That's all that's needed. So tonight is your first official night. So I'd like to welcome Tanya to the board. All right. So next month you'll get to have a report and all kinds of fun stuff like that.
And that's another report that we have to do with membership too, with Rob resigning.
Right. So now, as of now, the VP slot is vacant,
Open.
but we still have a majority for voting or any necessary things that require a majority vote. So we're good there.
Right.
So homecoming, Sam, you wanted to cover a few things for that.
Okay, we do have homecoming this week. We already had some of the activities. I filled you in with some of the stuff that we're doing, Brandon. We have a spirit week with the kids as far as doing things. We have activity every night. I think Monday night was Crazy Sock night, and then yesterday was Pie Your Coach in the Face night. Then tonight is we doing a little hot dogs and sodas and chips for the kids with the quarterback challenge. And then tomorrow we just doing Jersey night. And then Friday we have a little pep rally. Then Saturday we have a game. We have 7 games Saturday. First game starting at 9 a.m. Last game starting at I think 7:30. So we probably need the lights about like 10 a.m. to clean up and everything.
And if they can get extra receptacles, because it's going to be
I asked about
extra
porta
busy
potties.
this weekend.
You said extra what?
The porta potties I asked you about. Was you able to do it?
So yeah, I looked in that the porta potties. We couldn't do. But being the county, we have to approve it, but then the county has to go too, and
Yeah.
it's just something that's not going.
But like trash cans,
What
extra
about
trash
the
cans,
extra
recycling
trash cans,
bins,
those-
like
Yeah, we'll make sure we bring those
if
out.
we can pretty much get them everywhere, because like I said, we're going to be busy.
Busy.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people because there's going to be like extended family and pretty much one whole organization is traveling. So if they got multiple kids,
Okay.
they're going to be sticking around for a while. So like I said, it's going to be a busy day.
Yeah, I'll make sure they get them out there.
Appreciate it.
As far as I think that's all we need. We still have the stakes that you gave us to make the boundary around the field, so that's good. The field got painted today, so that's good. So as far as one thing, due to it being homecoming, us having a lot of people there, the stairs near the press box, we brought this issue up before. It's still deteriorating. It is breaking more and
There's like rebar exposed.
yeah,
now,
it's
so
breaking more and more to becoming like big rocks that kids can get and throw. It coming almost dangerous. The press box, it's coming kind of dangerous to go up there to even get the down markers and the chains because how the
It's
rocks
concrete's
are breaking.
falling.
The concrete is falling.
Yeah.
Concrete's falling and the rebar is showing, and also the handrails. When you're going
Oh,
up
yeah.
and down, they're loose.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You get your hand in the
If
wrong
I were
spot.
inspecting it, I would tell the client to replace it because
Mhm.
it's a health and safety hazard.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think
Okay.
you guys are responsible for that. Now that's right because I know certain stuff we're responsible for, but not that, right?
Yeah, no, not
Okay.
that. So I'll get some pictures. And we'll get them sent over to Palm Beach County and,
Yeah, they
and,
should
and
take
get
care
that.
That one they should, because that's before it gets worse. You don't
Yeah.
want, you don't want any more erosion on those stairs. 'Cause
But yeah,
at night,
like she said,
Like
that's
decommission
that
become
building.
that's become a health and safety issue now.
Very,
On a
Yeah.
scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the worst, 1 being the best, it's a 4. 5 would be falling through. So I would
Code enforcement won't
definitely
like that.
be, that's a health and safety.
And then once again, it's going back towards the issue that we brought up I think a year ago about the homeless people that's staying there.
Yeah.
So they're like even setting up beds over there now. So
Okay.
maybe if we can get the park rangers to ride by at night sometime to make sure they're not destroying anything.
So, we'll actually have to, we have to actually have to get PBSO involved with
They
that.
have a homeless unit,
Um,
don't they?
Yeah.
They
It's
sell that. Yeah.
it's actually citywide and parkwide.
Okay.
They having a problem with every park, but with us being aware of it going on over there now, we could let them know and have them do additional sweeps over there because they've been doing sweeps. Veterans Park was a hot spot for a while, Commons Park, and so they kind of just keep moving and relocating. But when we find these spots that they're kind of staying in and destructing property, we can let PBSO know and have them do constant sweep over there.
Okay.
Oh, one thing I do gotta ask: do you have any more keys for the water?
Water keys,
Yeah.
we can get some more.
Yeah, if you could drop some off, because the one we had busted. So,
Okay.
and I think that's one thing that's actually keeping them out is they don't have access to water, so they're not able to do whatever they got to do.
Yeah.
At the building. I
Yeah,
know
that's one of the
it's
things they.
been a little better.
And while we on the press box, because that's on the agenda, the air conditioning have gone completely out, so we can't host the referees there no more as a spot in between games. That's something we take care of, or you guys?
Inside the press box?
It's inside the press box. It's the AC.
Yeah, it's like a wall unit.
No, that's yeah, that'll be on our side.
Okay.
So that
Are we able to have someone come out and check it? Inspect it.
yeah, I'll
It's like a wall unit, so it's probably going to be a swap. Because I don't think you can service those.
okay.
So it's like there's like a 15,000 BTU. So it's a big.
Yeah, it may be.
Big as a microwave.
All right. No,
Looked like it should have been replaced like 3 years ago.
So
I'll go over in the morning. I gotta take pictures of the stairs to send out, and I'll find out with the air conditioner too if that's, like I said, with that being that that in between, whether we can get to it or whether the county has to send a part in to replace it.
Okay.
But I'll find that out tomorrow morning. I'll
It's
take
so
some
hot.
pictures
We
of
came
it.
for clean it up. We just cleaned up. We just paid someone to clean up the concession stand to make it look, because we still have problem with concession stands as far as not having access to water inside the press stand, a sink. So it's hard for us to make money when it comes to like game days because we can't do the proper cleaning that we need to do because we don't have a sink.
Same.
And that's like kind of hurting us, ain't it, Nicole?
all right. So we've covered that for the PWA business, new business. Move on to FIFL. What's the exact start date of playoffs, Sam?
You know, man, put it up.
So
We won't be able to get no bid now,
right.
knowing that we can't have a scoreboard because I think that's a requirement
Right.
for the scoreboard. But
So-
I put up.
I was just putting it out there, so I guess we won't have that. But
Yeah, so we were trying to get a bid, a host in the playoff, to get concession and try to make some money for the organization. But with us not having a scoreboard, working scoreboard, I don't think we can host a playoff game because I think all playoff games need timer. But the date for the first round of playoff is October 23rd. Second round is October the 30th. And then the Super Bowl is November the 13th. They actually have 2 dates for round 2 and round in the Super Bowl. So I think round 2 is October the 30th, October 31st, and then the Super Bowl is November 13th, November 14th.
okay. And then
So the season actually could come to a close sooner than past season. In past season, I think we went all the way to like late November, December with the Pop One away.
Mhm.
Yep.
But with this, if you don't win, you don't advance. So our season can be over by October 23rd. So it's kind of shorter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the first round,
yeah,
October
and then the
23rd.
second
23rd.
one is-
October 30th is the second round. October 30th and 31st is the second round.
Okay.
So with that being said, how do we handle the registration or the national stuff? Is that separate from the Super Bowl or?
So that's separate from the Super Bowl. With when it comes to playoff with FYFL, you have to register with American Youth Football. I'm gonna get with the coaches and get them the link if they want to register. It's not required, but if you're the Super Bowl champ, FYFL wants you to participate in a national tournament. So you can either do AY, AYF, UYFL, or Battle National Championship.
Okay.
So you have 3 different ones you can participate on, but AYFL is aligned with FYFL Super Bowl. So that's why the Super Bowl get over so early, so you can go in AYFL.
Okay.
You have to pay. Each team will have to pay a fee of $30. So per team. So if you want me to do that, I can do it for our teams. But if they don't make it, you don't get that money back. And it have to be done by the end of
Yeah, I
September.
think there's like 10 more days. I was
Yeah.
just curious how that. They didn't really explain how it worked. But
And so it's different than part 1 where you don't have to pay anything, you just go into it.
just keep going, right?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So we're clear on that. Old business. So you already touched on some player registration stuff, but we're able to get you populate rosters now
Okay.
this season because we had to. They had some layovers and stuff because shifting leagues, they were extending time grace periods to get the IDs.
Mhm.
So the software, all that stuff was still open. So now that that's closed and we've sent off the hard cards to them, we'll be able to actually get you off rosters for the fall.
Okay.
So we'll get that over to you, print them out or something, or just email them, whatever.
Yeah, just email them to me.
All right.
Quick question, Mike or Brandon. What's the percentage again for resident and non-resident on per team? Do we still have a percentage, or it doesn't matter?
I have to.
So you're asking like
Because I remember
we
one
pay-
time I think they were like
what we
we put
pay-
have 40% or 50%
what we
wrong.
pay, or do you
Yeah.
mean what, like the amount of resident versus non-resident?
Yeah, the
Oh.
amount per team. Because I thought it was a per team.
50-50 was last was what I
50-50.
was told under our previous contract. So at least 50% of the park should be a resident.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to pull up the contract to get the exact verbiage. I don't want to tell
Last
you
I
wrong
remember,
right
that's
now.
what it was. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
50-50.
And then the fee wise, the non-resident fee is the 20%.
It's 20 of whatever the registration
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
So per child? So 20%?
Per non-resident. Well, let me ask you one thing though. Does it adjust? Because some people didn't necessarily pay the $225. Like if they had
The registration fee wasn't $225. It was $100. It was $125 for the uniform.
Yeah.
right.
So how does that work?
So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't all registration.
And we
fees.
changed our registration fee.
So it's based off the registration fee.
Okay, so that did change this year.
Yeah. So pretty much whatever rate their registration fee was, for different sports they might be different for different age groups. But it's 20% of that registration fee.
All right, so then we'll have to give you our new breakdown because, like they said, there was stuff that we didn't, like it wasn't collect for our use. They were just buying uniforms or something like that, so it wasn't necessarily like towards referees or equipment or anything like that. So, like I said, it was like 125 was
125.
our registration this year, not
Registration.
the 225 in the past.
Okay. Yeah. Once you give me the breakdown
Okay.
of but it's like I said, it's just purely registration fee. So if like I said, you have on it registration fee $150.
Okay.
Then that's what we're going off
Okay,
of.
so that's what I was
Yeah,
asking.
so
Just give me
the
Yeah.
breakdown is 100 for registration fee. The uniform is 125.
Okay.
We didn't include it together this year.
Okay.
Because even when we did scholarship, we gave the $100 scholarship. We didn't give the.
Okay. So we'll send that. I'll have Nicole. I'll send her the rosters, and then she'll put that financial part on there. And then
Okay.
we'll send the whole thing to you. All right. So that covers old business. Do we have public?
Nobody.
No, we got 2 minutes. Anything we want to put on the floor for discussion?
I did have one more thing that was brought up. The cars parked at the concession stand. During game days, it was brought up just the amount of cars that we have parked back there. And we got the bollard access to be able to, come back in and drop off and,
Right.
one or two. But we got 5-6 cars back there. It starts to be a problem.
Okay.
So if we can limit the number of cars that you have parked back there,
Right.
extended amount of time.
Sometimes
that-
they get trapped because we don't, especially like during game changes or something like that, we don't move the vehicles just because there's too many people like coming in and out.
Moving in and
of-
out.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So the thing is, we have people bringing in to help us with concessions. So they come in the cars like with Gatorades and different things like that, and then they get trapped because it's a lot of flow of people. You don't want to keep driving the car back and forth.
Right.
But we'll try to make sure as soon as they set up that they leave.
Try to get them out.
Yeah,
So we'll try to keep the limit
manage that a
down.
little bit better.
Yeah.
But I will say you got a crazy guy who picks up trash and drives across the field.
Yeah, my husband
With his
almost
truck.
lost his mind.
Across the grass.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
like all over your
messing up
brand
the
new
grass.
fields. And we said something to him, and he had copped an attitude, and he's like, "I didn't do that." I'm like, "Dude, 9 people just watched you
All right.
diagonally across the field that you guys were
While the
trying
grass
to
was-
resod." Okay.
All right.
But
Yeah.
more than that, okay, kids are playing on it, but you're flying across with a vehicle, like
Yeah. No, we
you gotta relax a little bit,
Yeah. No, we shouldn't be driving across the grass.
So
And we're pretty good with getting kids to help with cleaning up. So we clean up real good out there, the best of our ability with the kids that we have. Because, I got a big family. So they do help clean up.
Mhm.
So if you get any report that it's not clean, then they ain't doing their job. Because they clean up. They
I
clean
haven't
up, bro.
I haven't gotten anything
Okay.
lately.
I mean, I did reach out to FYFL about that. Some people were just being
yeah.
ridiculous. Like when we left and I saw what they did at the parking lot, I was like,
Mhm.
wow.
And I
jeez.
think that was that the first weekend,
Yeah, the first or second.
first or second weekend. Yeah. But yeah, we haven't had any.
So they
anything since
addressed
then.
it,
Yeah.
and it's been better since. So.
Okay. But yeah, I'll address that too with our parks staff about going across the line. That
Yeah, that was. I was like, well, we're.
Yeah.
That's a little extreme. All right. So no comments. We're good. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn our lovely board meeting.
All right. Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
All right. So meeting end at 7:28. And we'll TBA for the next one. Just because they freestyle so much, so we got to freestyle.